Hello, grade 7 students. Welcome back to the paper discussion part 2. In part 1 that we discussed, 2022 paper 1 part A up to question number 10. For this video, I'm planning to discuss part B, right? So then again, we have 15 questions. So we'll start from the beginning, part B. That here, the first question, what they have asked, that you want to find that they have given 3 apples price. So then you want to find the price of 2 apples. So this is very easy question. What you can do, first of all, you find that, I'll make another color. Right, so then you have 3 apples. So then the price of that is rupees 180. So then 1 apple should be rupees 180. You divide by 3. So then the price is rupees 60. Okay. So then here we have that the 60 rupees 1 apple price. So then what we want to do, that we want to find the price of 2 apples. So then here we write that the 2 apples we have rupees 60 multiplied by 2. So then you write 120 rupees. Right? So then 3 apples, it is 180. 1 apple, it is 60. So then 2 apples, it is 120. Then we'll move to the next one. Find the value of B. Children, can you see here they have marked something. What it is? This is an equilateral triangle. Right? So this is an equilateral triangle. What are the features you can see in an equilateral triangle? So we know that it is that the 3 sides, all the sides are equal, all the sides are equal, and all the angles are equal in size. And one angle is what? One angle is 60 degrees, right? For the equilateral triangle, we know that I'll make it here. Yeah, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal in size, and one angle is 60 degrees equal in size, right? So then this is the basic, the knowledge we should have. Now, if it is that the 60 and 60 and 60, what can you say about these two angles? What can you say about these two angles? So then you can say that the 60 and B is equal to 180. What is the reason? Angles on a straight line. That is the reason. So then what I do, I keep B here, this side, and I send that 60 to the other side. So then my answer is B is equal to 120 degrees, right? So then keep in your mind, children, always you want to use the unit, that is the degree sign here, right? 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, it gives me 120. The reason, this is an equilateral triangle where all the sides and the angles are equal in size. One angle is 60 degrees. So when you consider that the 60 and B, we know it is 180 and thus on a straight line rule. So then I can send that 60 to the other side. It becomes negative 60. So then B is equal to 120. Right. So then we can move to the next question. The next question we want to solve carefully because we have a bracket. First we solve the bracket, that 3x. Then you have 3 times x. You write it as 3x. Then you have 3 times 5. It is 15 equal to 5x. Right? So then you collect the x terms to one side and the numbers to the other side. 3x and 3x, it is 6x. And 6x, you bring this positive 5x to this side, that becomes negative 5x. And you send that positive 15 to the other side, it is negative 15. So then what will be the answer, children? 6x minus 5x, it is 1x. 1x is equal to negative 15. So then the x is equal to negative 15. Always after getting the final answer, children, you just look at that the things which you have done is correct or not, right? So then you want to consider that the 3 times x, 3x, 3 times 5, 15, then 3x and 3x, 6x, then the other side 5x you bring to this side, that becomes negative 5x, then that 15 you send to the other side, it becomes negative 15, 6x minus 5x, it is 1x, that means x is equal to negative 15. Yeah, so then we'll move to the next question. Find the circumference of the circle. So what is the formula we do have for the circumference, children? That the C is equal to 2 pi r, or you can use C equal to 5d. Now that when we have two formulas to get the same answer, that we have a doubt which formula we are going to use. That one formula is it is 2 5r, the other one is 5d. Which formula you are going to use will be based on the information available for us. If you take that the given diagram, that we have the radius value, right? So this is the radius. When we have the radius value, we want to use 2 5r formula, okay? Right. So then easily what I do, I multiply these two first, right? 3.14 I multiply by 100. A decimal number, when you multiply by 100, what happened? So then we have to jump with the decimal man. In the first video also I explain about this. So no need to have that kind of a clear explanation again. So then we know that when we have a decimal number and we have 100, we want to jump 2 steps here that as it is 100. So then my answer will be 314.0. So then that 314 I multiply by 2. This is the final answer. First to multiply 3.14 by 100, it gives me 314. The 314 I multiply by 2, it gives me 628 centimeters. So that is the circumference. Then the next one, a car takes 2 hours to complete 120. And what is the speed? Children, can you remember the formula that the speed is equal to distance divided by the time? This is the formula, distance divided by the time. So then when you want to find the speed, what you do, you write the distance, it is 120 kilometers, and you divide it by the time duration they have taken for the journey, 2 hours, right? So then what is the answer? 60 kilometers per hour. Sometimes that you may have written the answer like this, 60 kilometers per hour, correct. Both methods are correct. Right, so then we'll move to question number 6. In question number 6, that they have given set of numbers, right, that the pocket money she gets weekly for a certain period. and you want to find the median. Median is the middle value, children. How to get the middle value? First of all, you want to arrange the given data set in ascending order. So how we can do that? It is that the 60, so then you have 80, then you have 80, and then 95 and 120. So this is how that we can arrange the given numbers in ascending order. So then after arranging them ascending order, can you remember what we should do? We want to remove the corner values. Then we find the middle number. So this is the median. Therefore, the median is equal to 80. Right. So then what is the mode, children? The mode is the most occurring number. You can see 82 times. Therefore, the mode is 80. Then the next one, mean. How do you find mean? You want to add all the numbers here. That the 60, then you have 80, and another 80, 95, and 120. You divide everything by the number of items. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you have 5 items and you get the answers. And if you can't add them in mind, you just write it. It doesn't matter, in the right side corner. And you have 95 and 120. So then here it gives me 5. So 8 and 8, it is 16. 16 and 6, it is 22. And 22 plus 9, it is 31. 31 plus 2, it is 33. And I write 3 here. That remainder 3 I add with 1, it becomes 4. So then my answer is 435 divided by 5. Children, that we just cross-check this, right? 60 and 80 and 80, 95, 120, it gives me 435. Yes, it is correct. So then I divide this by 5, right? So then what you can do the division here, that 435, you divide by 5, 5 times 8, 40, and for 35, you have 7, so then 35, it is 0, right? So then you write this as 87. Then the range, you want to get the highest value and the lowest value. So then how you can get that highest value? Then you deduct the lowest value. What is the highest value here, children? The highest value is 120. And what is the lowest value? It is 60. Therefore, the range is 60. Right? Highest value minus lowest value. Highest value is 120. The lowest value is 60. Therefore, the range is 60. Right. So then we'll move to the next question. Question number 7. A child gets 27 marks out of 30. Let's say that you had a small quiz. Then your teacher gives you marks with the 27 out of 30. And you want to calculate that the percentage, you want to multiply this by 100. So then 0, 0 you can cancel. 3 times 1 and 3 times 9. 9 times 10, it is 90. Right? This is how you want to get the percentage. Then the next one, question number 8, give the map ratio of a map. Here, children, that you want to recall your knowledge. What do you mean by the map ratio? So it is distance on the map to distance on the ground. So this is the map ratio. And we explained this, let's say for an example, that if they are telling that the map ratio is 1 to 50,000, what does this mean, children? That if you find 1 centimeter, right? If you find 1 centimeter on the map, so then in the real world that there are 50,000 centimeter on the ground. That is the meaning of this map ratio. The first you want to identify that how do you write the map ratio? That is distance on the map to distance on the ground, right? By any chance, let's say if they have mentioned that 1 to 50,000, what is the meaning of that, children? That the 1 centimeter to 50,000 centimeters, right? So then normally we don't measure the things on the ground that using centimeters, right? That when we have this kind of thing, then we want to do the conversion. That first that the 50,000 centimeters I convert to meters. How? I divide this by 100. So then it gives me 500 meters. So that 500 meters I divide by 1000 to get the kilometer value. This is how I get my answer. So then I have that the 5 over 10, it is 0.5 kilometers, right? That means if you see 1 centimeter on the map, that means that the real world that on the ground, they are talking about 0.5 kilometers, half a kilometer. So that is the meaning of the map ratio. That is not the answer for this question. I just gave you a background knowledge. Now here they are telling that the 2 centimeter on the map represent 5 kilometers on the actual ground. Now how do you write that? You write 2 centimeter to 5 kilometer. So then you write 2 centimeter to 5 kilometer, you multiply by 1000. Then it gives me meters. And when you have the meter value, okay, right, first I write it as meter. So then if I have the meter value 2 centimeter to that the 5,000 meters, I multiply this by 100 to get the centimeter value. Because I told always the map ratio, we are talking in terms of centimeters. Even though we are not measuring things on the ground practically in centimeters, when you represent the map ratio, we want to give the details in centimeters. So then the 2 centimeter to 5 kilometers, that 5 kilometer I converted to meters, multiplying by 1000, it gave me 5,000 meters. So then the 5,000 meters I multiply by 100 to get the centimeter value. So then here I have 2 centimeter to 500,000 centimeters. So then you want to simplify this. How we are going to simplify this, children? That the centimeter you can cancel. So then what will be the answer? Here you can write the answer after simplifying. That 1 to, that first we'll write that, yeah, 1 to 250,000. What I did? So then this is the map ratio. Right. So then I will modify the map ratio is equal to 1 to 250,000. This is the answer. That I divided both sides by 2. So 500,000 I divided by 2, it gives me 250,000. So then we'll move to question number 9. Right. So then question number 9, the divide 400 masks among 3 hospitals. So then that this is the first hospital, right? This is the first hospital. And this is the second hospital. And this is the third hospital. Children, when you have this kind of question, can you remember what is the first thing we need to do? That we add 5, 3 and 2 together. Why we are adding like this? That the 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. Why we are adding like this? Because that we should know that if I need to give that the 5 marks to the first hospital and 3 marks to the second hospital and 2 marks for the third hospital, at least I should have 10 marks. Otherwise, I can't divide them like that. 5 to 3 to 2. So then I should have 10 marks. Out of 10 marks, I will give 5 marks for the first hospital and the 3 marks for the second hospital and another 2, that the remaining 2 marks for the third hospital. So then that is my ratio, that the percentage. So then the ratio, the numbers. So then here I write that the first hospital, then you write it as the second hospital, right? So then we'll write third hospital. This is how hospital, right? This is how we want to distribute. So we'll see that how we can do the sum. Now I have 400 So then I multiply this by 5/10. And here I have 400 mass. So then it is 3/10. Then here I have that the 400 mass. Then I get that 2/10. Then you simplify this. You just see that how I do this neatly. So then 0, 0 I can cancel. Then the 40 multiplied by 5, it gives me 200. Right? So then here 0, 0 we can cancel. 40 multiplied by 3, it gives me 120. And then 0, 0 we cancel. So then 40 multiplied by 2, it is 80. Children, that if you are not sure about your answer, you can do one more thing. You just add the answers that 200, 120 and 80 and see whether you get 400. That's the initial number of masks I had to divide. So then if I get 400, that means my answer is correct. Okay, so we'll move to the next question. That you want to find the A value, and this is the equation they have given. And can you remember that we have discussed this kind of question earlier also, that A/9, and when you have 2A/3, and the answer I write, children, 21/1, right? Why that I wanted to have that the whole question in one format, right? Because otherwise that the two items are in fraction, the other one is in whole number format, no? So then what I did, children, I converted the 21 is also to the fraction format, that becomes 21/1. So then I have the denominators 1, 3, 9. That 139, the denominators we have that the LCM value should be equal to 9. Okay, what should I do now? I multiply all the items by 9 like this separately. That multiply 2A by 3. So then 9, I multiply 21 by 3. 9 times 1, then 3 times 1, 3 times 3, that here you have 9. Then what I do, children, that I simplify this. Here I have 9 and 3 times 2 is 6A. Then I have 21 times 9, it is 189. Then 7A is equal to 189. So then when I divide that 189 by 7, then it gives me 27. Then the A value is 27, right? If you need that, you can show your workings. 21 you multiply by 9. 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 2, 18. So then 189, and you want to divide this by 7. 7 times 2, it is 14. So then 49, it is 7 times 7. Then the 49, that gives me 0. Okay, so then the final answer is 27. Okay, children, so then that is the end of the second video. Third video, I will take the remaining 5 questions in part B and part C together. Otherwise, the video will be that the longer, then it will be that kind of boring for you to watch it at once. Therefore, that I'll stop here and keep in touch that I'll release the third video to complete the paper 1. Okay, children, see you then.